Morning Year 3, I hope you're all okay and you're enjoying the week so far. Today is Wednesday the 1st of July 2020 and there are two parts to this lesson. There's a little bit of a comprehension to start with and then we're going to move on to planning the ending to the comprehension that we have read. Okay, so the first waltz is to answer comprehension questions based on the text and there's only a couple of questions to go with this. So the title of the passage is called The Final Challenge. Like yesterday, I'm going to read it together and then if you need to pause it and read it back yourself, you can do. And the questions are there on the side for you. So the final challenge. So far today, Maeve has chased away 3 dragons and 1 troll who had wandered too far from the mountain. She dragged the sword behind her and sighed. It wasn't that she disliked her job. Being a protector of the realm was an incredible honour. It was just a little boring at times. She looked down at her list of things to do. A farmer had complained that something was scaring the sheep. It was probably another dragon, thought Maeve. Simple enough to chase away. Arriving at the field, Maeve immediately felt something was wrong. Suddenly, an enormous shadow appeared, and a deep, slow voice said, "Welcome, Maeve, to the final challenge." Okay, and then at the bottom there it tells us a word meaning. It tells us that the word realm equals or means kingdom or empire. So the 3 questions there are, what is Maeve's job? Number 2 is to compare how Maeve is feeling in the first paragraph to how she is feeling in the last paragraph. And you can see there that it's got 3 lines for you to answer, so it wants a bit of a longer answer there. And then question 3 is summarise the events in the story using 20 words or fewer. So if you were telling somebody else what had happened so far in this story, quite briefly, so you're only allowed to use up to 20 words, what would you say? Okay, so pause the video, have a go at those, and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so the answers are then, number 1, what is Maeve's job? She is the protector of the realm. You could have put the protector of the kingdom or the protector of the empire as well. Compare how Maeve is feeling in the first paragraph to how she's feeling in the last paragraph. So, in the first paragraph, Maeve is feeling brave but bored with her job. However, so that's a contrasting word there to show that it's another point of view. So you could have on the other hand. In the second paragraph, she was feeling worried and she felt that something was wrong. So you can see there that there's 2 completely opposite kind of feelings. And then summarise the events in the story using 20 words or fewer. Well, everybody's going to have a different answer there, so I've not written it out. But you need to summarise that and then read it out to somebody in your house to tell them what the first part of the story is about, because this isn't the full story, this is just the opening. Okay? Let's move on then to part 2 of the lesson. So part 2 is to create and describe a character in detail using descriptive vocabulary. Now the reason that we're doing this is because on Thursday and Friday you're going to be writing the middle and the ending to this story. But in order to do that we need to create a character. Okay? Now if you remember at the beginning it talked about trolls and dragons. It says, so far today Maeve has chased away 3 dragons and 1 troll who had wandered too far from the mountain. So with that in mind, I want you to draw and label your own dragon or troll, describing its features and what they are for. So I want you to use a full page for this. I want you to draw the character and then I want you to tell me about the different parts of its body. But I don't just want you to describe what they look like, I want you to say why they have got that. So it's instead of just saying it's got huge bloodshot eyes, tell me what those bloodshot eyes can do. So its huge bloodshot eyes can spot the enemy from a mile away. Instead of just saying it has huge muscly arms, you could put the muscly toned arms can hold the weight, that should say of, 4 buses. Okay? There's different things that you could include. There's a few things that it might not have a reason for, like the green hair. There's not going to be a reason for green hair if you choose that. But if it's got spikes on its back, it could be to warn off predators. It could have huge feet that make the ground tremble as they walk. So all those different things I want you to write about and label your character. And then it says there on the right, your character is going to be in the end of your story, so make it good. So this character is going to feature in the rest of the story that you create. Okay? So make sure it's one that is good, because you know that that's going to then make your story exciting. Alright? I will leave that with you, and I look forward to Friday when we'll be able to read the finished stories. Enjoy.